All rise.
Sports Court is in session.
Welcome to another edition of Sports Court. This week we're talking about Matt Mitchell. If you haven't heard by now, the former Grand Valley State head football coach is gone to Wisconsin. He'll be the special teams coach for the Badgers. So that gets us to thinking, what's Matt Mitchell's legacy at GVSU? It's one of long-lasting excellence. I know that he didn't win a national championship like his predecessors, but to be at GVSU for 19 years and kind of keep that excellence going into the playoffs, they won 3 GLIAC championships. I understand that he didn't win the big trophy, but there's only one national champion here. You can't really fault him for not getting there when he kept GVSU in the national spotlight his entire time as head coach.
Jamal, Matt Mitchell was a passionate, dedicated, amazing football coach, but his legacy just coming up short. I mean, you look at it, he never won the national championship like Chuck Martin did, like Brian Kelly did. He was 1 win shy of tying Brian Kelly's program record for wins at Grand Valley State. He just came up just short, and it stinks because you think of a guy like Matt Mitchell, he's such a likable guy. You could tell he really cared about his players, Grand Valley State, but he just never won. And that's what stinks because he deserved to be a winner at Grand Valley State.
I really, at the Division II level, I think it's incredibly difficult to make those long postseason runs. You don't see a lot of teams winning multiple national championships in a row or, in short periods of time at the Division II level. Where he's at geographically in the college football landscape, I think he did a phenomenal job of recruiting. He did a phenomenal job of developing talent. Matt Judon, for example, is one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. Naturally, he came through GVSU. Matt Mitchell's legacy is, like I said, sustained excellence, getting players like Judon, and of course the facilities. They are absolutely sparkling at GVSU. It's one of the crown jewels of all Division II football programs. Mark, I think it's kind of holding him to an unfair standard to say he didn't win the big one when he had the team in the playoffs every year and won multiple conference championships, even turned in an undefeated regular season. That's hard stuff to do.
He was great. I mean, there's no shortchanging that. He was a really great football coach at GVSU. You can say that he was as close as you could possibly get without winning the big one because, I mean, they beat Ferris State this year. GVSU is the only team to give them a hard game this season. He was just so close, and it just stinks because you wanted to see him get that national championship in Allendale, and you think that he definitely deserved it. All right, so what's your verdict? Comment on Facebook, and next week we'll highlight our favorites.
Last week we asked you to grade the Lions' season, and your report card looked like this. Looked like the Bees have it. Honestly, it's about where we thought they'd be, I think.
I agree. Yeah, B plus for sure.
Solid.
And most everyone wound up averaging 2 grades like Andy, F to start the year, A to finish.
Frequent commenter Dave was positively surprised. I figured they would double their win total from last year. Tripling it was a nice surprise.
Bob didn't seem very hopeful when he gave them an F. F stands for fluke. We will see next year.
Sounds like a Lions fan. And finally, Cindy said the Lions will always be winners to me. Yes, jury at home, you'll always be winners to us too. See you next week. Sports Court is adjourned.